might know me from videos such as opening a bunch of Pokemon cards, opening a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, opening some PSA grade returns. Yeah, I'm that same guy. And you know what I haven't done in a while? Pokemon openings. Well, luckily, the Pokemon company calls me up and they're like, Rhyme, what's up, bro? You're not opening Pokemon anymore. What happened? What if we send you some boxes? And I'm like, I guess. That actually didn't happen. Much love to the Pokemon company. But they did send me the brand new set, Twilight Masquerade. I kept saying midnight even before I started recording. It's like stuck in my brain right now. And I'll be honest, I have been out of the loop a lot lately on Pokemon. Mostly because I got actually flooded. Let's open this while we talk about this. I got flooded with a lot of TCG related stuff. You know, I got in a Dragon Ball Super card game, Fusion World. I've actually bought decks for that. I've been heavy into Yu-Gi-Oh, obviously, both on, you know, Master Duel side and then the TCG side. And basically, it got to the point where there's just so much happening that it just anything that wasn't like my main go-to, I just kind of like put in the back burner, if that makes sense. So I just have not been keeping up with Pokemon as much. And I'll be honest, with Pokemon, there's just so much to pull, it gets overwhelming. That's what at the end of the day, what it is I get overwhelmed really easily. So with how many things to pull there are, it made me kind of step back. Not that I lost interest. Well, I guess that counts to losing interest. But I just basically got overwhelmed is the best way to explain it. But I will say this. Twilight, not Midnight, Masquerade has a lot of fun stuff. You know, the big one, they have the Greninja, which is awesome. They got the Alt Art, the SAR, Carmine, and there's a couple other nice hits in there. And let's just see what happens. But yeah, this set's coming out in a couple of weeks. If you want to get that for yourself, you know, Amazon, go to Target, Walmart, whatever shops you go to. And good luck, I guess. And we're gonna kick it off with a Sinistra, the T version of Sinistee. When did this happen? Was this in the DLC? I have not. Also, want to point out, I have not played the DLC yet either of Sword and Shield, Scarlet Violet. Wow, the fact that I'm this behind and I'm talking about Sword and Shield kind of gives you, you know, an example of how out of the loop I've been. But yeah, I do want to play it actually. I downloaded it. I just never got around to it. You know what I'm gonna do actually? When I'm done opening this, I'm just gonna play the DLC finally and just kind of catch up at least. All right, let's go right to the back. That's all we care at the end of the day. Ooh, this Froakie art is nice. Can we focus? There we go. Look at that. I have always been a sucker for like the figure like arts. Love those a lot actually from back in the day. Ooh, we got Provo has SAR, right? Is that SAR or is that the illustration rare? I think it's illustration rare is what I'm thinking of. And then we got Zapdos for the regular rare back. All right, put the rest of this stuff over here into my bulk pile. And yeah, I would love to pull the Carmine art. It goes insane, by the way. Will that happen? I hope. We'll see. All right, let's go right to the back. But I will say, I will give credit where credit is due. You know, I always complain about how I didn't like the colored code cards in the back, which spoils the pack. And them getting rid of that was one of the best decisions that they've ever made. Because not having this spoiled by, you know, what you get made it way more fun to open. Because one thing that made me actually not want to open Modern as much was that. I'm not even kidding. Like, that made it so boring for me. Because there's nothing more annoying at the time than open a pack and then you see, you know, a white or green code card. They ended up changing it, you know. It used to be mostly green. And just knowing that you pulled nothing. It made it so boring. I'm just like, damn, you took away the fun part. Now they're all green. And you know, it's always going to be, you might get something, you might not. It's nice. Love that. It's fantastic. All right, let's actually kind of speed it up a bit because we actually have a lot to go through here. We have both the ETB and a whole booster box as well. Again, much love to the Pokemon company. Don't worry, Pokemon, I still love y'all. I never left with that. Let's go right to the back. Ooh, we got Screamtail over here. Screamtail reminds me a lot of Dragon Ball. Makes me think of like Majin Buu. Like, look at this. I actually like this a lot. But I will say this: the names in Scarlet and Violet, like the futuristic ones, and even like the ones from the past, the primitive ones, I'm not a big fan of those names. Let's go right to the back. We've got a lot to go through. We have a lot to go through here, so I don't want to, like, you know, lag behind. What we got? Fan it out, fan it out, fan it out, fan it out. We got nothing, nothing, and nothing. Infernape. There's a sick Infernape in here as well. Infernape EX, I believe. I would love to pull that as well. I will say this, you know, the modern art gets crazier and crazier with every single set, and that's something that's very impressive to me. As somebody who grew up with like the OG simple art, it's crazy to see how far Pokemon has come along with it. By the way, I know some might think that this opening style is a bit cringy because I'm just going straight to the end. But let's be real, we mostly just want to see the hits. That's how I'd want to see it, you know, short and sweet and to the point. Get right into the fun. Hyper Aroma. Look at that. That's a banger. Fully textured too. This is sick. I actually seen these on TikTok pop up a couple times. That's a good one. That is a good one. All right, so that is the ETB. So it looks like we got Sinistcha and Screamtail, and then a Hyper Aroma from that. All right, now into the box. This is actually my first booster box I've opened almost since Silver Tempest, I'd want to say. Booster boxes for me just kind of also became not as fun to open for a while. So I don't know how much has changed with pull rates and all that stuff since then. So we're gonna figure this out together. But for these, I'll go a bit slower. I'm not gonna like, you know, do what I did with that. Put these to the side so I can kind of keep track of hits, because I'm not really sure how many hits you get for booster box now. All right, so we got the first one. Let's get right into it. Who am I kidding? Let's just get right to the good pulls. So we got nothing in the first one. There's a nice little Zapdos in there. Shout out to the Zapdos fans. Zapdos stocks going up. Or they're going down, not really sure. Also just making sure. Because my camera actually is kind of unfocused. I can't tell if it's unfocused on the footage or just for me. Might just be like the weird angle because I'm like looking at my phone. The lights blaring. Ooh, we got something here. Rillaboom, Growlithe, and Magcargo EX, the first hit of the box. I guess what I could do is I can just go straight to the back. Let's just do that, actually. Then we can still kind of get like the reveal. Yeah, I think that works. We're freestyling it at this point. We are freestyling it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is 5 enough? Let's find out. 5 might be enough. Poliwag and Alakazam. So yeah, 5 is the magic number. That Alakazam is kind of sick. Look at that. Focus. Yeah, so it's like a weird focus on my camera happening right now. Why are you doing this, phone? Why are you doing this? All right, grab that, grab this, and make sure nothing else is in here. There's not. All right, so 5. Do 5, we can get kind of like the cool reveals. Unless there's something else I'm missing. If I get rid of this, do 1, 2, 3, 4. That should work, right? You see reverses. Leafeon, Skarmory, and Tinglu. Okay. I can't tell if my stuff is just mad unfocused. What is happening right now? If that's how the video comes out, I apologize. I don't know if like I need to like, I don't, maybe like the cover of my phone, the back of my case is like smudged or something. Might be the case. All right, literally, no pun intended. Mariana, Poliwrath, and I'm not going to pretend to read that. All right, let's try this again. I won't know until I'm editing this. That's all I'm going to say. Once I'm editing it and I see it's kind of like blurry, then yikes. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fronts. So we got Ingala. Ooh, that Abra's. This Abra is so fire because it reminds me of like a different angle of base set when he's like in front of the tree. Ursaluna EX full art. First full art of the box. And nothing else? Nothing else. All right, so 4 from the back seems to be the magical number. The magical tech. The secret tech. Okay. On SAR. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? We got Tatsugiri. We got Snorunt. And Okidogi. Okidogi. That's actually a sick name. Is Okidogi like a another Pokemon from the recent DLC? I say a recent like it wasn't like 3 months ago now. That's still recent enough. It's recent enough. All right, boom, and 1, 2, 3. What we got? We got Poltergeist, Nose Pass, Blissey EX. I already know Blissey got to be annoying in the game. Blissey's got to be annoying in the game. Blissey's always been annoying because Blissey's just super tanky and stuff like that. Very obnoxious. Okay, here we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me get that alt art. We got Brute Bonnet, Chimico, and Sinistra. On to the next pack. So far, only 3 hits technically. I say only like that's not a lot. That's actually a good amount. I don't remember if like, not remember, but I don't know if they changed like hits on a booster box. Like, is a booster box guaranteed to get like alt arts, like hyper rares and stuff like that? I don't know how that works out. Creepy. We got Pro Up. Did we just get the same card? Is this what we just pulled earlier? Right. We did. Probopass. Probopass and Chandelure. Thanks for the dupe. You guys know me. I cannot stand. It's such a weird first world problem, but I cannot stand pulling dupes in anything. Unless it's like a chase card. Then it's like not bad. But in general, it's such a pet peeve. It's like, really? That could have been any other hit. Especially when there's so many different cards already in a set. It's like, come on, bro. All right, we got Belly Bolt, Crawdaunt, and Enormous. Nothing else. I don't know, maybe just me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on that one. Again, not to sound like I'm the kid who got the wrong color iPhone for Christmas, but it do be annoying sometimes. 1, 2, 4. Learn how to count on this channel too. Phantom, Sandygast, and Ogerpon. Nothing else. I do like this style in opening these packs where I'm just going straight to like the back. And then we get like just the hits. I know some want to see everything else, but like I said, I'm just not as interested right now. And I also try to like think like, if I'm watching this video, what do I want to see? Perrin Secret Rare Altar for that is what it says, also insane. Finizen. And we got Ogerpon EX, the next hit. We're at 5. I love how the EXs in a Pokemon TCG now are also textured. Look, I always said this, but textured cards is a way to my heart. You texture the cards, I'm there. There's something about them that's just so nice. So nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pokemon Company, speaking of which, I think it's time to release another Lugia. Maybe that'll bring me back heavily. Lefable, Alakazam. I still think one of the best, and this might be controversial, I still think the best card released in modern Pokemon in recent times, I say recent in like the last like year or so, 2 or 3 years, is the Lugia alt art. Because you see Lugia flying or like diving in the water. It's so cool to me. And I know everyone's big favorite right now is Moonbryon. But I would tell you right now, and this is the controversial take, Moonbryon, the most overhyped and overrated card ever released. I said what I said. I think that card is overhyped. Don't get me wrong, the art is beautiful, but like, dude, in PSA, we're talking about pop like 20, like 12,000. Ducklet, Frogadier, Monkey Dory. It's like pop like 12,000 in PSA 10. I'm gonna be real with you. Everyone's only buying that card because, I don't know, stonks, I guess. Well, in the future, it's gonna be worth $1 million. Yeah, it's not gonna be worth $1 million when there's 1 million cards in PSA 10. That's not how supply and demand works. Now, if you like the card and you're collecting it because of the art is immaculate, I'll say that. Sure, go for it. But if you're buying this with the idea of like, oh, one day this is gonna sell for $1 bajillion, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of them. You know what, Charizard? Here, let me actually go through this pack first, just in case. We got nothing. You wanna know why this Charizard was so desired? In PSA 10, almost 30 years later, and I'm about to say 30, it's more like 25 plus. 25 plus years later, there's only 123 PSA 10s. Think about that. Think about that. And you're talking about with the Moonbreon? Again, not knocking anybody that's after it. If you like the art, you like the art. I'm just saying that people who are just solely buying it with the idea of one day of selling it for bajillion dollars, you and like 15 or 20 other thousand people at a time will also sell at the same time. And do you know what happens when everybody lists their cards at once? That, my friend, is the bubble popping and the stock market crashing. Just how it works. Diplin, Timber, Infernape. That's just how it works. That's just how it works. Now, if all 20,000 people are such in love with that card and no one sells it, then I get it. At some point, Umbreon fans will like pop out in droves, like, I want this, and I can't get it. Yeah, but we're talking about a card that's gonna be listed by a bajillion people all at the same time. Anyways, that's why I've been more into Yu-Gi-Oh lately for like gradings, because due to the people playing the cards, the pop report is still so small, so tiny compared to the grand scheme of things. Sunflora! I knew I was gonna pull this. I knew I was gonna pull this one. I just knew it. Nice card. For example, Promethean Princess is a PSA 10 runner. It has like PSA 9, and that card's been meta for like 3 or 4 months now. And the fact that only like 9 PSA 10s exist is crazy. I mean, again, the collective fan isn't getting Princess to grade unless you're a big fan of the card like I am. Most people are just playing a card and putting it in the decks. And with them being played, at some point they're gonna run out of cards that are in near mint condition, if that makes sense. Oh wow, we got Legacy Energy. Nice. So I believe this is like 1 per box, I would assume. Did I just do the card trick wrong, or does it pop up before? It might pop up before. But yeah, I definitely by the way, I accidentally bought 2 PSA 10 Promethean Princesses the other day. Long story. I saw 2 available on eBay. I sent offers to both. One didn't respond, so I sent an offer to another one, and then they both accepted at the same time. I'm like, of course you both just accepted at the same time. Hey, I like the cards, so I guess it's fine. Having 2 out of the 9s is not that big of a deal. Shinx, Inomerus, and Iron Thorn EX. This is what I mean with the names. Some of the names are just so like, whoa, what happened? What happened with the names? Anyways, look, collect and grade what you want to. I'll never forget when I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh in 2017, I was definitely grading every single card that I pulled just because I liked it. Like, I remember I was grading all the gold rare blue eyes and stuff like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. But when coming to see this video and be like, you just talking about Yu-Gi-Oh the whole time. Hey, I'm talking about the TCG and I'm being honest. I'm just being honest. I'm always gonna be honest on this channel. Tangrowth, Monferno, Zapdos. That's the thing with me, you're always gonna get 100% honest. If I don't like something, I don't like something. If I love something, I love something. All right, on to the next pack. But let me know your thoughts on, like, I guess the grading and collectible world in general, because I know a lot has changed, especially in the last 4 years. Especially in the last 4 years. Rayfurt, Flabebe. Woo! That is sick. That is a secret rare. It's not like the crazy one. There was a super crazy one that I remember seeing on the list. I assume this is like the highest rarity before that. Okay, so that's probably the big hit of this box. I would assume. Barely we don't get anything else. But again, Carmine, if Carmine pops up, that card looks so good. That definitely would be one I might have to grade just because the artwork is absolutely insane. Okay. We got Luxio, Lucia, and this is me when I see my cat. I guess when I used to have a cat. That got really, really depressing, didn't it? Alright, on to the next one. So we got, give me the goods. I like this opening style, but I'm just going straight to the back. Okay. Something good. We got Eevee. We got Poliwhirl. We got another full art EX. The stone version of Ogerpon. I don't know anything about Ogerpon. Is Ogerpon like the new legendary within that set? I see a bunch of different variations. Someone can explain to me the lore. Like I said, I promise I'm gonna go play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet right after this. An Ogerpon. Ninetales. And then Tinglu. And nothing else. Okay. Keep it going. Keep it going. We on fire. We having fun. We enjoying this. Last time you got a Rhyme Pokemon opening. You know, put this on repeat. Can't believe I just referred to me in third person. What's wrong with me? Alright. We got Applin. We got Kadabra. And then Alakazam. Yo, we evolved. Imagine if we got Arbor right before that. That would be what I'd consider a god pack. Okay. I do feel like we got all the hits in the box. Surely there's nothing else we can get, right? Surely. 3, 4. We got Apalm. Litwick. And Sinischa. I like that name. It's so catchy. Sinischa. Sinischa. Okay. And we have, I think, like 5 packs left after this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got Poltergeist, Phoebus, and Arcanine. Or Arcanine. So it's gonna be Arcanine to me, just Canine. But I know a lot of people pronounce it Arcanine. It's like the whole aluminum versus aluminium debate all over again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Ambipom, evolving from the Epom from the last pack. Girafarig and Caretaker. Yeah, we are not pulling anything else in this box. There's just no way. Hey, we tried it. We tried it. We tried it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Quattrell. Again, I love that art. Frostless as the hit. Yeah. Hey, you know what? At least we got Probopass twice. Probopass is someone's favorite Pokemon. I hate both Nosepass and Probopass and everything about them. I don't know what it is. There's certain Pokemon that I'm just like, ugh. Pinsir, now that's a base Pokemon. Classic, you know, first 151. Broom! And Ursaluna EX. You know what? You do get a decent amount of hits in the box. That's kind of sick. That is kind of sick. Okay. We got 1, 2, 4. One more big hit would absolutely make this video. Farfetch'd. Limit. And Zapdos. Is Zapdos the only holo in the set? Keep seeing Zapdos, 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 Zapdos. One, 2, 3. All right, here we go. Jackalope. Oh, we got Torkoal. One more illustration rare. And then Chandelure as a holo rare. Okay, last 2 packs. Let's finish it up and bring it on home. Bring it on home. Side and 1, 2. Sunflora. Darmanitan. Okie dokie. That's a really fun one to say. All right, in the last pack, Carmine, question mark. Is this the one? Is this the one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Heliolisk. Yon. And Walking Wake. That's kind of sick. Ancient rare. Is that what this is? That's a new one. That's the only one I've seen in this one, actually, I think, right? Yep. But no Carbine. I mean, look, it's like the best looking card in the set. We're not going to pull that in one video, so I get it. That said, Pokemon Company, thank you for the box. And I guess stay tuned for more Pokemon openings whenever we come back with those. Eventually.